This is Black Sabbath with Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Early Sabbath. CBT guitar lesson for John. John, you picked another good one. Now the tuning for this is B standard. So in other words, you can still tune it, but your top note has to be a B string. I call it B standard. A lot of people call it B standard. Iommi tuned down because, you know, he cut his fingertips in that machine shop. So it gave him a easier feel on the neck when he was playing and soloing and bending the strings. He got bigger, thicker strings too, but it gave him this real dark sound. Now he was not super consistent in either one of these parts, the heavier part and the clean part. So I'm giving you kind of a solid one, because sometimes he'll do like open A and D hammer, like, and sometimes it's not. So I'm going to give you a set format. Section 1A, 0 seconds in, just bar the 7th fret with the A, index finger on the A and D, hit them both and hammer on to a power chord. So you're going to hammer to 9D. So then you can palm mute the 7th fret on the A string twice, you're already there, and then hit the 7-9. Palm mute again, you have a short rest, so 2 more palm mutes on that root, and then start it over. And then open A, palm mute 2 times, and then go 3-5 AD, 5-7, 7-9, 10-12, then you'll slide it to 7-9 and then strum it. And he does the ending of that different ways. Sometimes like he'll add extra hits. Just keep it the same. So when you slide, your target chord being the 7-9, make sure that you hear it ring when you get there, and then hit it. So in your tabs, you'll notice the slide, and then you'll see the 7-9. Well, that's ringing out from the slide. Then I wrote 7-9 again, you hit that one. 6 times of that section. I'll do it 2 times for you. Alright, next part. And these chords might be a little tricky. I didn't realize they were these jazz chords, but I don't think they're too out there for you. I still think you picked a great song for your second CBT. And I'm not gonna say simplified, but I kind of made, because he does this 4 times. Then there's little inflections that are different. It's a little hard to hear, but you're gonna have a set one. Go open A, and then 10th fret on the D, 3rd finger bar the 12th fret, G, B, and E. As a matter of fact, you may want to make sure you can hear all of them. So A, and then strum the last 4 strings. Quick rest, and then down, up, rest. And then, this is tough, lower the thumb, keep everything there, bar the 15th fret on the E and B. So it's 10, 12, 15, 15. That's the toughest part of the song. So, and then lift your pinky off and strum, and then 15B, and then lift that off to 12B and G, which is already waiting for you. Into 10A, 12D, 11G, 12B, 10E. So we're just going to bar that. You're going to strum, rest, upstroke the chord, and then string mutes down, up 2 times. Here's what that means. That's 1 time. 2 times is. And then 3 strums on that. That leads you right back into the four times. 4th time no star, which is right in the middle. You'll just repeat up to here. Then you're going to go into this. 7 DGB barred, 3rd finger, and then 7 6 5 DGB strum, Do it again, and then again, but quicker. So, actually, wait. And then the 7s, down, up, down, up. It'll change later, you'll see. Series of repeats coming in at 1:11. Section 1B is part of that mix 6 times, which is the clean part. But stop at the star on the 6th time. Okay? So, in other words, you won't go into... You will, but I labeled it different and it's played a little different. It starts the same. Instead of going, you'll just do another series of 7s and then 7, 6, 5. Alright, the guitar solo really is all that's left. No, there's a different rhythm at the end too, which is real heavy. And so for the solo, we're going to go 10B, 3rd finger, back it with a few, bend, whole step, which is a 2-fret bend. You always want to test yourself. If you're just going, that's not the right note, you need a 2-fret bend. And then go, don't release it. Stop the note, then come down and go 10-8, and then 9G, and then do it again. But vibrato it on the 9 the 2nd time. Then he goes, or okay, 7B, 9-7G, 10-7B, 7-9G, vibrato. You'll see double dots. Go back and play it all again. Or top of page 3, 240 timestamp, 10B. We're going to back it again with these fingers. This time, bend, release, pull off to the 8th fret. You're already going to be there, so it serves 2 purposes now. And then 10B, 9G vibrato. Sounds like this. Do it slower. There's your pull. Make sure you don't pick that. Just pick the bend, release, snap. Get the middle finger out of the way, and pluck it with that finger. And then do that again. It's 2 times, so it's 15B, bend, whole step, and then 15-12, and then 14G, bend, release, pull off to 12, 14D twice vibrato. So here's that riff. 248 timestamp, 10B. You're gonna bend and then pick, release. In other words, and then pull off to 8, and then do it again. But after you bend, pick 4 times, then release, pull off to 8. So 10E, bend, and then 10-7. 10B, this might be a new thing for you. Pre-bend, half step, release, pull off to 8. And that's on the 10th fret. So half step, pre-bend. That's the 11th fret. We need to bend to it. There it is. I'm going to pick, release, pull to 8. 9G, 4 vibratos. So, and then 7, hammer 9 on the G, pick 3 times, vibrato. Do that 2 times. It follows the section 1A riff. Alright, 5D, 7, 9 slide to 12, and then 9 twice. Section 2A, this is heavy, man. They could have made a whole nother song out of this. It's and they play it again, but it fades out halfway through it. But I always thought that would be a great song, just that. open E, palm mute twice, and then 3E, 5A, slide to 2/4, and then do another slide, and then go up to 3/5. So up to there it's 3 palm mutes on the open E, 3/5 EA, slide to 2/4, then go 3/5 to 4/6, and he vibratos the chord, which if you can't vibrato one string, it's definitely gonna be tougher to vibrato two. But if you can do one, work towards it. It's pretty cool. So we have. All right, John, so there's your second CBT. Your first one was Metallica, Until It Sleeps. I think you picked two of probably the best you could for, I think the amount of time you've been playing, you said was about a year. So, but you're using your ear to pick these, and so I can tell you're doing some pre-work, which is good. Should serve you well. You could play some standard tuning. A lot of people, well, some people don't like changing tunings on guitars, especially if we got a floating tremolo, the whammy bar. But I'm so used to doing it now. But if you want that heavier song, and more importantly, if you want to play along with Sabbath on this song, you're going to want to be tuned B standard, alright?